Hello, everybody. Hi, Jenny. It's nice to see you on a live. So there's a lot of fun things that I could do tonight. I have a couple ideas. But first, I wanted to show, I don't know if anyone saw the necklace that I'm redoing for one of my coworkers' wives. But it was a double strand stone necklace. And it was just way too heavy for her. So I ended up making one half chain, because the chain's pretty lightweight even though it looks bulky. And I kept a lot of those natural stones, but I also put like an antiqued copper to it instead of the silver that it had. But then I also kept just one strand by itself, and I kept the silver findings, so hopefully she can wear that. And then I just made an extra pair of earrings to match. And then I had all these beads left over. She said I could actually keep them if I wanted to, but I'll probably make her something else with it. Yeah, I really thought, so it was a handmade piece by one of her old friends. And when I saw it, I knew immediately it was handmade, but I was like, that person has a really good design eye. That was my initial thought. I was like, I feel bad taking it apart, but she wasn't able to wear it as is. So we'll move that out of the way. Hopefully she will get some use out of it now. Did you see the other necklace? The other necklace is it's pretty wild too. Here's the other one that I'm gonna have to make into a one strand. And for sure, I love I love all those colors. I think that these beads are just super fun. The dyed, it looks like the dyed magnesite. But I really like, I mean, just the combination of all the different colors, and I really like the solidness of these colors. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with this. It's super heavy. It's super heavy. She wouldn't be able to wear it as it is. Obviously, that's why she gave it to me. But I see when you look at the two strands, and the way that she designed it was really cool because the strands are not the same. So it's kind of tough. Like you have to combine them in order to get like the full effect. So I definitely want to keep some of these focal beads in there, like this guy, and all the little lampwork looking beads in there. So basically I'll just take out the beads that I don't like as much and make it a one strand necklace for her. Okay, so the idea that prompted this whole live tonight is I've been like deep diving Becky Foster's videos, and she does all the organization videos, which I wish my life was that organized, but it's just not. But I did get some of the organizers, and I don't want to buy more bead boxes because I've kind of found the ones that I like, and like I don't want beads that I'm not going to use. And I have more beads than anyone could ever really imagine, probably, because I have a problem. But I already put my beads into the organizer for Sam's bead box. He just released this guy today, and I really like this box, but that's not why we're here, because it inspired me to make my own bead box. So I'm going to design a bead box, and I used like this orange, teal, dark teal, some gray, some brown picture that I used for AI. So I went into Midjourney and I prompted it to make me a color palette with the dark oranges, olive greens, teals, grays. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a bead box using our own stash. And if I have enough, I'm gonna make 2 identical bead boxes, but we'll just start with the first one. So I'm gonna start with a clean box here. So we have 15 areas we can add beads. And I've already gone through my stash and picked out a whole bunch of beads that I think I would like to add, but only 15 can make it. 15 or 16 probably. So let me go ahead and get those beads out. And I honestly didn't go through all my beads, but I found enough to get us started. So if I find that there's something that we're just missing, you know, so I don't think it's gonna be exactly like the picture, but I think this group of beads right here can make a pretty wonderful box. But I thought we should do a preliminary, like, just like look through the beads and see which ones we absolutely know we don't want to use. So I'm thinking I want to keep it to kind of like some jewel tones. So like this spring green is just, it's not gonna make it, I don't think. Even though it just looks really good with orange, but I think I want to keep it to more of a jewel tone. Box. And keep it more towards the teal, like the bluish greens. So we'll just make a pile beside me. And so I like the color of these pearls. So I brought out all my pearls here. Oh, these are actually Swarovski pearls. So the other ones are like Chinese pearls, and these are Swarovski. If you can see the color, this is one of the best colors that they made. It's insane. Like I think we have to keep those. Those are definitely a keep. I'll put these other pearls off to the side just in case we need a smaller size. This is more of an emerald, looks like. Oh, emerald teal. I kind of like that. I'm definitely, gosh, I'm just in a mess because I like all of them. But I'm going to get rid of some of these light golden beads. I don't think it's rich enough. I think we're going to have enough warm tones with our oranges. I'll just get rid of some of these like light brown tones. So I'll keep these emerald teal. I'm going to ditch the actual emerald ones here. This looks like it might be too orange, but I'm going to keep it just in case as a focal. The initial picture that I had was of citrus with like really dark green leaves, and so I had these like polymer clay beads, and I don't know. I think it may, I don't know. I think it might cheapen it a little bit because I want this to be like fancy. If I'm gonna make my own bead box, right? Like it's gotta be fancy. So I think we'll remove those for now. If we really feel like we need those, then we'll bring them back. Does this look like a pink? It almost leans pink to me. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, we'll take those out. I love like these are definitely in at least the 6mm ones. This is exactly the type of green that I wanted to keep in this box because it is so dark and rich. So that's definitely a keeper. I think we can get rid of these ones, these fire polish. Here's some more of those pearls. We'll keep those off to the reserve. What do you guys think about this strand? It almost gives ketchup and mustard vibes, but I think if it were to work in any box, it would be this one, and we do need some focals. So, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it as a maybe. I think we're definitely gonna use some of these shells because these are just too good. They add texture too. And it's also a different shape that we can include in the box. Just lost a strand here. Oh, these are some of my favorite Picasso beads too. So I got some of these. These are the same color mix. And I think I would probably remove the red ones and the light ones and just keep the green. But I'm not sure it's hitting. I'm not sure. I love these. These are large hole beads though. So that also gives it a little bit of a difference and not just the same type of bead. I'm gonna keep these little guys here. That's that perfect type of green. I think we can safely say no to the ceramic. I think they're a little too red leaning. I'm looking more for a yellow leaning orange. Let's see. Although this is definitely really, this is almost like a carnelian substitute. This one leans a little too blue, so we'll take that out. I want to keep the blues to like a green tone. So how are we feeling about these? I think that, don't know. I'll keep them off to the side. I think it looks good. I really like these, but these are again the emerald color. So I think I'm gonna pass on those. This is also a really cool green to add. In the inspiration picture, it does have some sage tones in it. And this would be really like a sage color. So I think I definitely want to keep these as well because they're sage, but also a different finish. Let's see, this is Dark Mix Appetite Smooth Oval. So if we wanted to keep some gemstones in here, this is pretty much that perfect in between of blue and green. So I can keep those. Brought out some of these tangerine bicones because we always need a little sparkle. I'm gonna keep those. Let's look for some focals here. I got some of these check glass leaves. They almost, I don't know, let's see. What are we thinking about the color? I think it might be too bright, honestly. Too yellow green. I'm wanting a blue green. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of some of these goldens. I don't think we need those. I thought this was an interesting tie between the yellow that I want to include, the yellow and the olive. And the whole inspiration when I started this out was basically a citrusine, like I said earlier. But I go through my stash and I realize I have like no yellow beads. So I had to kind of improvise and make it more like orange based, which still turned out really, really good. I'm definitely going to keep some of these matte beads. I think it adds a good texture as well, and they come in different sizes. So I'm going to put those off to the side. Let's pick out some more orange. So we have like a matte carnelian bead. I definitely want to keep these yellow crackles. Well, you know what? The cool part about it is I can just make another box because these are my beads. Which is why I think everybody should do this, because it's really a good exercise in putting palettes together anyway, and you don't have to spend any money other than your boxes. But I think I got 16 of those little containers for like 13 bucks. Maybe I just lied. No, I think that's what it was. That seems super cheap though when I say it. I also like these. It's another textural item. Yes, this has to be in there. This is like a cross between yellow and olive. I know, that's why we have to practice. I'm really horrible at it too. So I think I wanted to pair silver with this because it's such like a contrast, and the bluish green would look good with silver, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put a lot of metallics in there just because if you get a bead box, so I'm trying to make two, so in case somebody wants one, they can just buy one from me and we can be twins. But, ooh, I feel like the metal choice is pretty personal. So we have two bellflowers here, and I think I want to go with this lighter one. They're a little bit larger as well. Yeah, we'll keep the light one. I really like the druzy just for the texture, but I'm not sure it's the color I want. I'm going to keep it though for now. We've definitely already got over 15 items, so looks like we're in trouble. I got some orange and yellow crackle beads. These are from Sam, and when I saw this collection, this was like a couple years ago, I think, when I got these. And when I saw these, I was like, I have to have every color. And here we are, 2 years later, using those. Don't know how those got in there. We have some more focals here. This is a perfect little, ooh, I don't know. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm gonna take these off. These are too light. What do we think about these little flowers? I have all these little samples from Craftica, which sells check glass, right? And it almost looks a little sour, like a little too yellow, if you know what I mean. I don't know. But I'm really looking for some focals. But I think we can get by with, put those away. I'm gonna get rid of these. Too red. We already have some matte. Let's see. Actually, we don't. These look pretty good. I don't like that orange. We'll stick with the carnelian. And this is more of a, this looks like a druck, but it leans kind of peach. This leans peach. Let's see, that leans a little peach. What do we think about this neon orange? I think I like it. We'll put that. We'll say no to the small yellow. So these for focals would be really nice, but it does have a travertine to it. And the travertine has blue and red, which is not in our palette. So probably not. I do like these. I think those are a good addition. They have some black veining. Let's see. White. I think this brings an earthiness too, and this was a really expensive bead. This is agate, and so this is dyed agate, and this is 12 millimeter. But these are flippin' gorgeous. I'm really a big fan of agate. So we'll see. I might not have enough room in my 15 organizer guy. This has too much blue on it. I'm gonna get rid of those. I do have some small fire polish here. I think we could add those. It's like a good go-between. I don't see any use for these. This is a little too pink. Oh, I really love those. I'm not sure. What about the orange pearls? I don't think we need orange pearls because we already have the really cool, actually they're Preciosa pearls. So we already have those really cool ones. I'm gonna get rid of these silver beads. We have a bunch of these large trucks in olive. I don't think we need them though. We already got a bunch of large beads. Are these yellow enough, do you think? What do we think? They almost don't look yellow enough for me. Put those away. We'll keep them because they are a focal. I'm loving, I think these are, I was gonna say yellow mookaite, but it looks like maybe a dyed agate. We might have to make a bead mix. This kind of reminds me of this. I think this is going to be too blue. It's got, again, that travertine finish on it. They're really beautiful beads though. It's just unfortunate that they will not work with this box, not the way that I want it to. I don't want to add the cheap crystals in. There's also, so this is vintage Swarovski. If you can see that. See, a lot of the boxes that I'm going to make are really not, you can't really replicate them very easily because a lot of the things are now out of production. Not that this is out of production, but it's just harder to get now that, you know, we can't buy Swarovski. Oh my gosh, are you so excited? Man, I feel for her though. IVF is rough on the body, but I'm sure she's so happy. I'm sure she's over the moon right now. That is so exciting, Jenny. Number 8. Oh, are you serious? You're a busy grandma. I'm one and done for sure. Doesn't help that childbirth was very hard on my body, but yeah, I think I'm one and done. How are we feeling about this palette? I hope they spoil you, because that is a lot. Oh, so we definitely have more than 15 beads here. I'm going to go ahead and get another organizer so we can do both at one time. Let me get my scissors. Well, you know what? That's good. I'm glad you were enjoying them, and now I'm sure it was a lot of work growing up, but it's totally worth it. You know, I think everyone underestimates the amount of work that children are, but it's like a labor of love, you know? But definitely get tired. So, I'm gonna make one for me and one for somebody else, and so one will get the pink, one will get the blue. I'm gonna try to make them as matchy-matchy as possible. And what I think I'll do is keep the colors in this kind of order. Actually, keep the yellows over here and the oranges in the middle. So we'll make the palette like that. And so we have 15 items we can put, and I think for sure we're going to have to use the Preciosa pearls. I'm just going to keep this on my lap for now. Actually, let me go get another bead mat so we can not spill this all over the place. Okay, so let's cut. Oh, we're cutting strands. I don't like doing that, but it's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. Okay. So these pearls are insane. They are quite literally the perfect color. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna divide them in half. Perfectly even. Let's see if they all fit. Yes, they do. So that was a win. All right, let's see what our next must have. I think we have to have the sage crystals. love these crystals so much. I just love that they're a different shape too. Whenever I get bead boxes, I really do love to have multiple shapes. I hate a whole, only circle bead. Let's see. We'll put these bellflowers in there too. Okay. We'll put those in the same little thing because we had a little extra room. Let's see what else. We definitely need these yellow beads. Okay. I love these colors so much. We have to have some of these shell beads for sure. I'm just gonna put in as many as I can fit in one. These are gonna be so good for some texture. I think we can fit some more. Yes, you should. And it's really fun to share because, so if anyone has followed Cardinal Beads and More, I think her new channel is Vivid Visions by Maria. She is one of the most talented wire working people that I know on YouTube. And we actually just did a bead swap. I haven't gotten mine in yet, but we just sent them out, I think, Thursday. And I made her a box of beads. Everything that I love, really, in that box. And we did a little swap. So yeah, there's plenty of these beads in here. I'm trying to fill it up to the brim. I actually got these beads in Vegas. If anyone's ever been to Vegas. I have stories with most of my beads. That's why I can never get rid of them. So what else is a must-have? We've got pearls. I think we need a matte bead. What's standing out to you guys? What bead is standing out that you just have to have in this box? I hope everybody's having a good Friday night. I think we definitely need to have these because they're an unusual shape. Brings a little more of the blue in. Kind of gives a little goldenness too. And so each box will get a full strand. Let's save that for green. I'm trying to make this aesthetically pleasing. I'm so happy that you caught me this time, Jenny. I know I'm not really good with scheduling things ahead since I have a 2-year-old. It's kind of like fly by the seat, you know? This is so cute. Honestly, so I'm sure you guys follow Becky Foster, but she's like bigger than me, obviously. But she, like, displaying her beads like this, it spoke to me because you can see them a lot better. Like, even when the thing is closed, kind of gives you like a little inspiration when you're looking at it. So that's definitely pretty cool. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add these check beads in there anyway, since we have more room on top of the yellow beads here. Hi, Katie. I hope you're having a good Friday. We'll put those little guys there. Anyway, as a little bonus. All right. So I think we have to have these. It's not going to fill up a whole thing though. So we're going to have to probably split it with something else. Maybe these guys. And these guys, we can make like a little mix because they all kind of go together. What do you think? I love this combo. I think we're good to go on that one. I think that's an absolute yes. So let's do it like this. I will split the strand. One flew off, but that made it even, so. We'll put the little, these are just gonna be good for little spacers. You really don't need a lot of neon beads, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a pretty crazy person, but even I'm like, all right, we need to tone it down. All right, so this one is a very expensive bead. I actually got this local shop here in Colorado, and this is a check bead, but it's also a large hole bead. So let's see if it'll fit on silver silk, because I'm trying to give you guys good ideas. Okay, so this is the pipe chain, not quite on the pipe chain. Let's try the ball chain though. Oh, she's money. She's money on the ball chain. Yo, this is really nice capture chain too for this box. But it actually fits on the ball chain or the capture chain. So let's split these beauties up. These beads almost look like they glow. Okay. 4, 4. Okay, there's one extra bead here, and I will put it in with the one that I'll put up for sale. I'll always give the extra bead to that person. My new bead buddy. I found the extra neon fire polish as well. And now let's split up these focal beads here. These are so cool. Hi, how are you doing? Happy Friday. We're just making some bead boxes here from our own stash. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we each get 5. That's cool. Those are a specialty cut as well. Look at what we have so far. I think it's looking pretty good. I think this color palette is pretty good. But these are like my favorite colors, so. I am biased. It also kind of reminds me of this necklace that I made from the Sam's Bead Box. Kind of color blocky. But like just a little less turquoise, because true turquoise is not my fave. But All right, let's see. What other bead can we just not live without? We already did these. Thank you, thank you. I got it off Etsy. What bead can we not live without? Is it the agate? Is it the matte bead? I think we definitely have to have these, but I can combine this in to another like area. What about druzy? Do we need druzy? Oh no. Let's see what looks better. You know what? I can add the druzy in here because I only have a couple per box. I'm trying to fill this sucker up, you know? That's like the perfect color complement. I want to save this for like really bright greens in the middle here, but we still have some room over here that we can use. Yo, there's some really special pieces in this. Let's go with some green. Let's do some green drops. I think we need some different shaped beads in here. We'll just pack this tight. And this is also another Vegas find. See, you know when you just go into bead stores and they just have like buckets and buckets and buckets of beads? That's kind of like that place that I got these from. So I am going to take these off. I'm going to keep these right in the middle, I think. These are a dyed gemstone. It says A grade, but you know, I don't know about that. They do look cut really well. There's no sharp edges or anything like that. But I really do, I think they are dyed for sure. Let's do it. Let me get this little piece out. This is going to be stunning. Has anyone made a bead box with their own stash? Because okay, you get sucked in, and I understand like we you know, companies need to sell things, and I get sucked in and I'm like, do I even already have that in my own stash? Because most likely I do, because the stash is a little crazy right now. I think that pop of green really did it. Okay, so we got our first pop of lime in there. You know, if you know me, it's one of my favorite colors. So what are we missing? Are we missing some more warm green? Are we missing sage? Are we missing some more yellow? I think this is a dyed agate. I love this bright sage in here with the little bellflowers. think we definitely need these. I like to add some big sizes in as well. And we'll have some room to add more. Yeah, that'll close. All right. And we're rolling right along. Let's do a fire polish. I have a whole strand. We'll just fill these up. This was a closeout deal I got from somewhere. I think it was Sam. There's a whole hank. So let's just fill one of these guys up. All right. Getting a hank is so satisfying. I remember I went to a local bead shop in Alaska and I was trying to buy a whole hank because I used to do bead weaving a lot more than I do now. But the lady didn't have a whole hank in stock and she was like, "Can I just ask you why you need a whole hank?" And I was like, need is a strong word. Need is a really strong word. These are really cool. This is one of my favorite. I love the travertine coated fire polish. We got a little straggler in here. That's one strand. I think we'll be able to fill up this whole little compartment. That's tons of beads. This will definitely be a couple hundred beads. These are the 4mm size. Perfect. So 2 whole strands pretty much filled that whole thing. All right, I will save you the time of me doing that on the next box. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's add some yellow. I love this yellow. That was an even number. Amazing. Okay, we got some more yellow in there. We definitely need some of those. We need another orange. Let's do our crackles. See if I can still close this guy. Okay, well, one less. So we got our orange crackle in here. We might have some room to put something else. Let's see. Perfect. Perfect. Got a little mix going on there. I think we can split this strand. This is an agate strand. We can put it in the little orange mix so we can add more gemstones. So is anyone working on anything tonight? Any bead projects? Friday night is prime bead time. Up in Colorado, we just got dumped on snow-wise. I don't know if anybody's from Colorado in here right now. I've never tried looming. It sounds really, really fun though. This looks to be a 6mm round. This is a gemstone. I think we need some matte texture in here. Just gonna make sure we get equal amounts of big and small beads between the two boxes. I think this is the perfect color. I think I got these at like Michael's. 4, 8, 4, 8, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. And then I will split as many of these small ones I can. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. And then I will give the extra. Look, that's really satisfying. Okay, this could go, I think we'll put it over here. I love this strand. One, two, three. You know what I'm going to have to add? Definitely some crystals. I'm a bead weaver at heart. And so I think it has to happen. You know what? I know this has a little pop of purple. What do you think? Should I add this? Or should I find something else? I think I really, really like it. I want more of this tone of green in there. So this is another beautiful check strand. Can't go wrong. So we have some areas that aren't completely full with beads. And I think what I'm going to do is take the opportunity to look for some crystals. Although this, I'm going to add a couple of these in here. These are special. This strand itself was $22. So let's put them in here. I think we can fit 5 each. Those are some good focals. It's looking pretty good. So we got those. I have some cabochons that I could add. Have you ever seen these German glass cabochons? These are super cool. And you kind of have to know how to wire wrap or bead embroider to use them, but because they don't have holes. It's kind of like the perfect color though. These are hard to find. I also have some purple that I could add because it kind of goes with this bead. The purple on that bead. That is an option. We'll keep that in mind. But I also have so many crystals. I think we have to add a crystal. Do you guys prefer beads as crystals or like cabochons or chatons? What kind do you like? So I haven't opened these yet. I have some vintage, these are Swarovski. These are olivine AB. And these are chunky monkeys. But boy, I tell you. Look at that. Those are amazing. Let's see if we have any room. So I think we do. I think we make some room here. Even though I like the aesthetic, I think these beads are worth it. So how about this? Move these guys front and center here. And if anyone decides to pick this guy up, I will make sure and wrap your Swarovski beads up. I think we can fit at least 4. These are huge. I think they're 14. Yeah, let's do that. It's gonna be so pretty. I love buying these vintage beads. You really have to like scour for them, but when you see them in a piece, it's just like, what is that? We'll put those off to the side. Okay, so we got a nice little focal. I think we still have room. Let's see. Maybe we don't do the cabs. Let's see, we got limesicle from Preciosa. Let's see what color that is. Uh-oh, what are we thinking? This is actually citrine. Citrine AB. Oh, we have limesicle too. So we have the citrine. And then limesicle. Oh, these are pretty, but they're not gonna work. That's insane. Can we just look at the green? So it would have to be citrine. Let's see. It might be too bright. Let's see. We got some of these. I think those work, but I do want to find another yellow. Because I want more of a rich, we can add a few of these to our sage mix up there. And these are Swarovski. These are blue zircon. We'll add 2 capfuls. Two. One. 2. That's a really pretty mix. We need one more yellow. What I think we can do, definitely add these focals if they fit. So we got these elongated focals here. They're table cut on one side. So each box will get 2. Let's add our, we can add 1, these check beads per. Those are too bright. Let's see. I'll just include this pair in the box that I sell. So, because, you know, it's kind of annoying getting 1 bead. So, I'm going to put 2 cabochons in each box here. And I think we did it. So you get those vintage German glass cabochons, you get 2 each. And then for me, I definitely will be adding the fire polish here, but let's go ahead, just for display's sake, we'll go ahead and look at the finished box before I wrap up here. Here she is. How are we feeling? That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. I'm pretty excited to use this box. There's lots of different textures. Lots of color in there. Got some nice vintage finds. We got the vintage Swarovski, the vintage Preciosa. We've got regular Swarovski bicones. We got some check glass. We got the German glass. We've got some matte beads. We got the standby, the fire polish, some table cut. We got some drops. We got some agate. We got some crackle beads. I don't think we could put our foot in it anymore. We got some of these beautiful little bellflower beads. How are we feeling? I love it personally. I can't wait to start creating with it. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's make it official. Okay, so do we want regular or holographic? Holographic's in my left hand. Let's see. There you can see it a little better. Or do we want the old regular? I think I'm always gearing towards holographic, but maybe we do regular. We'll do it on the back so that you can still see your pretty beads up top. Let's do holographic. It's official. The first Space Pickle bead box. Not sponsored, you know. This is from my own stash. I still want you to be able to see your beads on the front. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I loved doing it. Hopefully I can come up with some more themes. I'm sure ChatGPT will help me out as they did with this one. But I hope everybody has a great weekend. I have some videos coming up for you. But hopefully we can make these Friday night lives a thing. We can just have some fun. But I hope everybody's staying safe and well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.